Hey guys, Scott back again with you with a new beer dissection video. Got a special treat here today. Buddy of mine who brought me the beers from, if you've been watching those videos, from Bend, Oregon area, was out in New Mexico, picked up a 4-pack of La Cumbre Brewing Company, Elevated IPA. Okay, I'm sure I'll have pictures popping up over my shoulder. I always like to try beers from different brewing companies. They're from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This one's won some awards. Gold medal winner in 2011. Great American Beer Festival. And this is, again, India Pale Ale at 7.2%. So Elevated IPA La Cumbre Brewing Company. First time I've ever had a beer from there. Probably the first time I had a beer ever from New Mexico. Excuse me. I looked that up really quick. I think they use CTZ, Chinook, Centennial, Hallertau hops, two-row malt, some wheat. Like some IPAs will use wheat to kind of give that haziness to it. Some Munich malt, if I didn't mention that, and they use like a neutral kind of Chico ale strain yeast. So pretty standard. For many IPAs, especially remember the juicy IPAs. This isn't saying it's juicy. I take a look at it, but sometimes the juicies or the hazies will use a lot of wheat or oats and things like that. So having some wheat, Munich malt, two-row, that's pretty standard there. And again, there was even some more hops in there. I think it was Nelson Sauvin, again Centennial, Chinook, Citra. And Simcoe, that's right, Simcoe was in there too. So those are your home brewers and you follow me, that's probably what we're expecting. And there's a few others, so you can always look them up if you're really interested. So again, I don't know if this beer in particular won an award about roughly 10 years ago or the brewery just won an award. So anyway, let's crack this bad boy open like I do with most of my IPAs. I kind of got my oversized snifter tulip glass. Again, I've said in other videos, you want something with a broad base, kind of give some surface area to the beer, let the hop aromas kind of emanate to the top, get a little more narrow. That's the ideal way of drinking it. Obviously, if you say, the hell with you, Scott, I just want to drink it in a solo cup, that's fine too. Do what you want to do. All right, guys, so let me see if there's any other distinguishing information on the can to speak of. No, but pretty snazzy can. Show it one more time, even though I probably have had it pop over my shoulder a couple times already. Okay. Okay, so wow, definitely getting just cracking the can open. I think I'm downwind of the hops because I can get a nice whiff of them right now. Whiff of them. All right, so what do we have here? A nice inch of kind of a light tan head to white head. Pretty gold, medium gold color, sparkling clear. I mean, there's not even any chill haze in there. With some weed, I would expect a little haze. So no, sparkling clear. It's got that color of maybe using a little bit of that Munich malt. But pretty looking beer. I mean, it's looking more like a West Coast IPA than say, just sheer American IPA, things like that. So let's take a sniff of the aroma before I lose it. Oh yeah. So you get that, light grapefruit, white grape. I think I may not be pronouncing it right. Nelson Sauvin hop gives me that white grape in the past beers that I've had. So you kind of get that. You get a little bit, maybe a light pineapple. But there's definitely fruit here. Maybe a subtle pine. Again, that's probably coming from that like Centennial or something like that. Very nice though. Light pine, like I said, little bit grapefruit, pineapple, white grape, like I said, slightly dank. You kind of get a little bit of that toast character from probably from the Munich malt. But very pleasant, very nice. Okay, guys, cheers. So definitely, I'm getting, usually a lot of times you got to give it a second to get the bitterness. You've definitely got an assertive to a highly assertive bitterness there. I think I did recall maybe seeing that it was roughly 100 IBUs, which anything over 100, a lot of times we don't perceive beyond that. But you can see that. But it's not biting like you're that pithy bite sometimes you get on some of these IPAs that even have lower IBUs. Actually quite mellow. That's probably because of the balance with the Munich and the two-row malt. There is some residual sweetness here. Kind of medium to full-bodied. I get a little warmth from the alcohol, which kind of gives me that little bit of a tang to it. But again, grapefruit, maybe a little grapefruit pith with the hops. Slight pineapple, tropical fruit-like, mild pine. Not overdone with the pine. It's not like spruce tips, Christmas tree-like. It's just kind of just very subtle. So you get a little bit. So, but again, the malt again, that bread crust, maybe a light graham cracker, kind of malt profile, but pretty, I don't want to say it's balanced. There's definitely the hops are dominating here, especially with the bitterness. But at least there's enough malt to it, more than like a New England IPA or juicy hazy, to try to balance it a little bit. But it definitely gives you that that alcoholic. There's some heat to it. Sometimes when you get alcoholic warmth over 7%, usually it's 7.5%, 8% where I perceive it. This one's only 7.2. And I'm getting a little bit, at least I'm perceiving a little bit of like a zesty hit from the alcoholic warmth. But very good. I mean, it drinks for I'm presuming this is a double IPA, elevated IPA. It says get elevated on the can. So it's pretty standard for that type of beer. But very pretty looking beer. Gold, medium gold, clear, almost like it's a West Coast IPA. I definitely give this a good B+, A-. I would definitely recommend it if you're out there. Again, I would pair this with typical, blue cheese, Stiltons, pork dishes, barbecue chicken, things like that could kind of cut through that. There's definitely enough bitterness and carbonation to do that. So again, one more time, guys. As I took that last little swig, I kind of got a little bit of that pineapple on the nose again. A little stronger than when I first opened it up. So, that citrus, pineapple, white grape type of aroma. Very pleasant though, guys. So if you're out in Albuquerque and you enjoy this, I don't know, I've never had any other beers from this place. La Cumbre, I don't know if that means something in Spanish, even though elevated IPA. Like I said, I would probably be in that B+, A- range, only because it has that little bit of astringency from the alcoholic warmth and the hotness from there that I perceive. But, medium full bodied, you probably got to drink these very carefully. But if you ever see these in the store, I would definitely recommend it. All right, guys, take care till the next video. See you on the next one. Take care.